Welcome back to Oxford 4000 Essential English Words, episode 33. I'm your host, Emma.
And I'm Frank, your learning partner on this journey. Emma, it's great to be back in the studio. I feel like we have a great show ahead of us.
I have the same feeling, Frank. Every time we get to share new words with our listeners, it's a good day.
Absolutely. It feels like we're building a bridge of words, one episode at a time. So, what's on the menu for today? What words are we adding to our bridge?
An excellent question. Today, we're going to be tackling inquiry, combination, clock, poison, pave, porter, pill, revolution, harry, and inspire.
Wow, that's an interesting mix. We've got revolution and inspire, which sound grand, but then poison and pill, which sound a bit suspicious. And Harry, isn't that a name? This is going to be fun.
It certainly is. We'll untangle all of them. But before we dive into our word by word deep dive, we want to remind all our amazing listeners if you find our show helpful, please take a moment to save, like, and subscribe.
And don't forget to share it with your friends and hit that notification bell. Your support is what inspires us to create more and more polished episodes for you all.
Exactly. Now let's get started. Our first word is inquiry. It's a noun and it simply means a request for information or an official investigation. In Chinese, you could think of it as 咨询 or 调查.
So if I call a company to ask about their product, am I making an inquiry? Like, hello, I'm making an inquiry about your new headphones?
That's a perfect use of the word. It's formal and professional. You can also use it for more serious situations. For example, the police have launched an inquiry into the robbery.
I see. So there's making an inquiry, which is the action, and launching an inquiry, which is for an official investigation. Could I also say, we have received an inquiry from a potential customer?
Yes, that's very common in a business context. It sounds much more professional than just saying a customer asked a question. It's all about the context.
Got it. It feels like a very useful word for work emails. All right, what's next on our eclectic list?
Next up, we have combination. This noun refers to the result of mixing or joining two or more things together. The core meaning in Chinese is 结合 or 组合.
Ah, like a combination lock or the secret combination to open a safe in a spy movie. One, two, three, four.
Exactly, that's one common use. It can also refer to a mix of qualities or things. For instance, the movie's success was due to a combination of a great script and talented actors.
So I could say, this dish has a wonderful combination of sweet and spicy flavors.
You certainly could. Or his leadership style is a rare combination of strength and compassion. It shows how different elements can come together to create something new.
A combination of words is what makes a sentence. See, I'm using it already. Let's keep going.
Our third word is a very common one, clock. It's a noun for an instrument that shows the time. The Chinese is simple, just 钟.
The clock on the wall. But are there any other meanings? I've heard people say to clock someone. What does that mean?
That's a great question. Clock can also be used as a verb. In informal British English, to clock something means to notice or see it. For example, I clocked him leaving the building just a minute ago.
Oh, interesting. And what about clocking in at work?
Yes, that's another verb usage. To clock in or to clock out means to record the time you arrive at or leave work, often with a special machine, as in, don't forget to clock out before you go home. A related phrase is against the clock, which means you're in a great hurry. For example, they were racing against the clock to finish the project.
So many uses for such a simple word, from the clock on the wall to racing against it. It's a combination of simple and complex. See what I did there?
Very clever, Frank. Now for a darker word on our list, poison. As a noun, it's a substance that can make you ill or kill you if you eat or drink it. In Chinese, it's 毒药.
A classic movie trope. The villain puts poison in the hero's drink. Can it be a verb too, like he tried to poison the king?
Yes, poison is both a noun and a verb. Your example is perfect. It can also be used figuratively. You could say, he tried to poison their minds with lies, meaning he tried to fill their minds with bad ideas.
That makes sense. So it's not just about physical substances. Jealousy can be a poison to a relationship, right?
An excellent figurative example. His words were pure poison. It really conveys a sense of something toxic and harmful.
A powerful word. Let's move on to something a bit more constructive. What's next?
I agree. Let's pave the way to our next word, which is, in fact, pave. It's a verb meaning to cover an area of ground with a hard, flat surface like stones or bricks. The Chinese is pulu.
So, like paving a driveway or a street. But I think you just used it in a different way. You said pave the way. What does that mean?
I did. To pave the way for something is a very common idiom. It means to make it possible for something to happen in the future. For example, this new discovery will pave the way for new cancer treatments.
So it's about creating an opportunity. Her hard work and dedication paved the way for her promotion. How about that?
Perfect. It's a very positive and forward looking expression. It implies that the actions of today are creating the path for tomorrow.
I like that. Let's pave the way to the next word then.
Smooth transition, Frank. Our next word is porter. This is a noun for a person whose job is to carry luggage for travelers. In Chinese, we'd say banyun gong. It also refers to someone who guards the entrance of a large building.
So the person who helps you with your bags at a hotel is a porter. Are there other kinds of porters?
Yes, in a hospital, a porter might move patients or equipment. In older contexts, you might hear about a gate porter, who is essentially a doorman or security guard for a building. The key idea is either carrying or guarding.
Got it. A simple, straightforward job title. Is there much more to it?
Not really, it's quite specific. For instance, we called for a porter to help with our suitcases, or the porter at the front gate checked our IDs. Simple and clear.
Clear enough for me. Let's keep moving.
Our seventh word is pill, a noun for a small, solid piece of medicine that you swallow. The Chinese is yao wan.
Take 2 pills and call me in the morning. A classic doctor line from the movies. Does it have any figurative meanings? I've heard the phrase a bitter pill to swallow.
You're right on the money. A bitter pill to swallow is an idiom for an unpleasant fact that you have to accept. For example, losing the final match was a bitter pill to swallow for the team.
I see. And what about a chill pill? Someone might say, you need to take a chill pill.
Another great informal expression. It's a humorous way of telling someone to calm down and relax. It's not a real pill, of course.
Good to know. Don't want to go to the pharmacy asking for a chill pill. They might launch an inquiry into my sanity.
You're getting really good at weaving these words together, Frank. Now for a big one, revolution. A noun meaning a major, fundamental change, especially a successful and often violent attempt by a large number of people to change the government of a country. The Chinese would be 革命.
Like the French Revolution or the American Revolution. It's a huge event. But can it be used for smaller things? Like the digital revolution?
Absolutely. That's a key modern usage. It can refer to any great change in ideas or methods. We talk about the Industrial Revolution or a revolution in medicine. It signifies a complete and dramatic shift.
So if a company completely changes its business model, I could say it's undergoing a revolution?
You could, especially if the change is dramatic and impacts the entire industry. For example, the introduction of the smartphone caused a revolution in communication.
It's a word with a lot of power and history. Very cool. 2 more to go.
Indeed. The ninth word is harry. It's a verb, not a name in this case. It means to repeatedly bother or annoy someone. In Chinese, it's 骚扰 or 烦扰.
Oh, so it's like pestering someone? My little brother keeps harrying me for my game console.
Exactly. It implies persistent and stressful questioning or attacks. You often see it used in a legal or military context too. The lawyer harried the witness with questions. Or the small boats harried the enemy's coastline.
So it has a more aggressive feeling than just annoy. It's a repeated action that causes stress.
Precisely. You wouldn't say you were harried by a single mosquito, but you could say you were harried by mosquitoes all night long. It's the persistence that defines the word.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, bring us home with the final word.
Our last word for today is a beautiful one, inspire. This verb means to fill someone with the confidence or urge to do something, especially something creative or good. In Chinese, it's 激励 or 启发.
A word that makes you feel good, like her speech inspired everyone to work harder for the cause.
That's a perfect example. A person, a place, or an event can inspire you. The beautiful mountain scenery inspired him to write a poem. It's about that spark of creativity or motivation.
So I can say, this podcast aims to inspire people to learn English.
That is exactly what we hope to do. You can also be inspired by someone or something. He was inspired by Nelson Mandela's life to fight for justice. It's a truly positive and powerful verb.
It certainly is, and a great one to end on. Before we move on, listeners, remember to save this episode's word list. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next set of 10 words.
Well said, Frank. Now, to see how these words work together, we've prepared a short scenario dialogue. We're going to use all 10 words we've learned today.
I'm ready. Let's see if our listeners can spot them all. The scene is two historians discussing a peculiar historical event.
The museum has started an official inquiry into the missing artifact from the royal collection.
Really? I heard a strange story about that. They say a disgruntled porter was involved.
That's the rumor. Apparently, he wanted to start a one man revolution against the monarchy.
A revolution? What did he do? Did he harry the royal family?
Not quite. The story is a bizarre combination of fact and fiction. They say he tried to poison the main gallery's grandfather clock.
Poison a clock? Why? What could that possibly achieve?
He thought it would symbolically pave the way for a new era, free from the constraints of time. He was quite unwell, poor man. They say he was taking some new kind of pill for his delusions.
That's tragic. I hope this story doesn't inspire any copycats. It's a sad tale.
Indeed, it's a bitter pill to swallow, thinking someone could be so lost.
And we use them all. Inquiry Porter, Revolution, Harry, Combination, Poison, Clock, Pave, Pill, and Inspire. It's amazing how they can all fit into one conversation.
It shows how versatile language is. Now, let's move on to our practice segment to really test your skills.
That's right. It's time for our Chinese to English challenge. I'll say a sentence in Chinese using some of today's vocabulary. Your job is to translate it into English. I'll give you 5 seconds to think. Ready for the first one?
Let's hear it.
Okay, challenge number one. 为了给一场和平革命铺平道路，这位艺术家的目标是激励大众，而不是用谎言毒害他们的思想。I'll give you a moment. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's a great sentence, Frank. My translation would be to pave the way for a peaceful revolution, the artist aimed to inspire the masses, not to poison their minds with lies.
Excellent, Emma. Very elegant. I was thinking something like, the artist's goal was to inspire the public and pave the way for a peaceful revolution, rather than poisoning their minds with lies. Both capture the meaning perfectly.
They do. The key is using pave the way, revolution, inspire, and poison in their correct figurative contexts.
Exactly. Are you ready for round two? This one uses a few different words. Here it is. 酒店搬运工因被可疑的药丸组合所困扰而面临质询。Let's start the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Another tricky one. My answer. The hotel porter faced an inquiry because he was harried by a suspicious combination of pills.
Ooh, I like how you used harried by. It really gives that sense of persistent bother. My version was, the porter at the hotel was under inquiry after being harried about a suspicious combination of pills. Both versions show the connection between the inquiry and the combination of pills affecting the porter.
Using harried is the key there to show he was being persistently questioned or bothered.
All right, last one. Let's make it a challenge. Here you go. 当中敲响12下时，这位被持续烦扰的侦探吞下了一颗药丸，希望能激发一个能解决这个毒杀组合之谜的灵感。Your 5 seconds start now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow, that's a mouthful. Okay, here's my attempt. As the clock struck 12, the harried detective swallowed a pill, hoping it would inspire a solution to the mystery of the poison combination.
That's brilliant. You got all the keywords in there smoothly. My alternative was, when the clock chimed 12, the detective, who was constantly harried, took a pill, hoping to inspire an idea to solve the puzzle of the poison combination.
I think both versions work well. They tell a complete story using clock, harry, pill, inspire, and the tricky poison combination. You did a great job with those sentences, Frank.
Thanks, Emma, and great job to all our listeners who tried to translate along with us. That's all the time we have for the deep dive and practice today.
It is. But before we go, here's a little taste of the vocabulary for our next episode. We'll be covering rice, visit, physics, insist, perfect, painter, valley, outstanding, lateral, and advantage.
Ooh, outstanding and advantage sound very positive. I'm looking forward to that one. And to all our listeners, thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed today's episode, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Your support truly helps us continue making these episodes. We hope we were able to inspire you today and that these new words find their way into your daily conversations.
Until next time, keep practicing, stay curious, and have fun with English. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.